What's up guys, Benny here, and welcome to my top 10 meta loadouts that you need to be running in Call of Duty Warzone. I've been able to put in a ton of hours into the game to fine-tune the loadouts for you so you can do the best that you possibly can. And if you are new around here, take a second and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future loadouts. Now, our first loadout is the best 5-attachment assault rifle in the game, the Grau. The monolithic suppressor gives you that damage range increase as well as improved bullet velocity, but most importantly, keeps you off the radar when you're firing your weapon because it is, of course, a suppressor. You've got the vertical foregrip to help you with your recoil control, the full auto extender mag, the quick draw grip, and the SWAT 5.56 Grau conversion. You unlock this in the battle pass if you don't already know, which allows you to get this version of the weapon, because the Grau didn't get its own weapon like the Kilo or the AMAX, but I absolutely love this thing. It's the best 5-attachment assault rifle in the game. It shreds fast TTK, easy to use, and is very much like the classic Verdansk experience. But I pair that with the C9, which is the compensator, reinforced barrel, Ranger foregrip, extender mag 2, and the balanced stock. The best SMG in the game, in my personal opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, because there are a couple of contenders. Then, for tactical, lethal, and perk setups, they're pretty much consistent throughout. I run the smoke grenade a lot of the time, but there is one broken tactical that I think should be removed. It was banned in ranked play, and that is the experimental gas. These things are absolutely broken. They do damage, they stun your opponent, they block doorways, and they destroy your opponent's gas mask. Really, I don't understand how they're still in the game, but run them whilst they still are. They are absolutely broken if you're not running smokes to help you cross open ground. Then I run veteran, cold-blooded, and tempered. Cold-blooded because a lot of players are running tracker, so when I'm going through my smoke grenades, I'm not being marked, so I can kind of get across the open safely, and they can shoot my teammates instead. Tempered because there's a lack of plates, and it just means you can kind of have that resource available to you, and you're not constantly like, well, I need a plate box, please, someone drop me plates after one gunfight. It's apparently they are fixing that, but that is my main loadout that I use a lot of the time. Then we've got our sniper loadout, and if you didn't already know, snipers are back. The HDR is arguably the best sniper we've had in Warzone, other than the SPX when it was hit scan at all ranges, which was absolutely broken and lasted a week. But this is so much fun to use. One-shot headshots, great velocity, great ADS, and is one of the most powerful weapons in Warzone right now, especially in solos. If you're not already, give it a go. It is a lot of fun. Monolithic suppressor, game twist barrel, quick draw grip, target laser, and then over-pressured rounds. But I've been pairing that with the AK47, but not as like an assault rifle, but as a close-range SMG. It hits incredibly hard, as you can see. 54 damage per headshot, 45 to the body. And just destroys SMGs up close. Even though you don't have the same level of mobility, if you're holding your irons, you can take down enemies very easily. Kepler microflex, gain twist barrel, flip mag, CQB grip, and then the infiltrator stock. That CQB grip really helps kind of making it feel a lot more snappy at those close ranges, paired with that infiltrator stock as well when you're holding your ADS. Same perks and setups, but rather than veteran, if I'm playing in quads, I'll run survivor so I can res my teammates faster and get res faster. Very, very helpful. Otherwise, in solos, I'll run veteran. Now, our next loadout is the AMAX or the Kar98K. I'm going to start with the Kar98K because it is a very viable option. It's one shot up to like 120 meters, and it's a lot snappier than the HDR. I think the HDR edges it, but if you want a more arcadey, like kind of snappy sniper, go for the Kar98. It is very, very good on Warzone, Rebirth Island especially. But it's nice that there are some viable options for snipers. Snipers are having fun in Warzone again, but I already know a few of the pro players are already complaining about it, but it's a lot of fun. And then I pair that with the AMAX, which is a great all-round sniper support, long-range assault rifle, one of the most versatile weapons in Call of Duty, just like it was in the original Verdansk. I run the Volskov reflex, the compensator to deal the recoil control, the reinforced barrel, so I get that increased damage range, because this is quite big. A lot of people are running game twist, but you'll notice the damage drop-off happens at 39 meters, which isn't very far. With the reinforced barrel, it goes all the way up to nearly 60 meters. It's nearly a 20-meter increase. No, it's like an 11-meter increase, which may not sound like a lot, but it really is in the fight distances that you're going to have on Verdansk. So run the reinforced barrel, then got the extended mag 1, so it's a bit snappier compared to the extended mag 2 because I'm running it as a sniper support. So I'd want that faster ADS and sprint to fire speeds. And then the overpressured rounds for that increased bullet velocity to bring it up to 1,230 meters per second. Love this loadout. It is a lot of fun. Then we have, of course, the Kilo 141. And I go for like kind of a classic build. We've got the Willis 3X for that ACOG scope. We've then got the monolithic suppressor on there, the reinforced barrel, so we get that damage range and bullet velocity, because now the monolithic suppressor's there, it's also giving bullet velocity, so we can get over 1,200 meters a second, which is all you really need on an assault rifle, whilst keeping off the radar, which you can't do with the AMAX. So that AMAX really does need that compensator for the recoil control. Then we've got the vertical foregrip and then the extended mag 2. Not running for the extended mag 3 because the penalties are just too big for that extra 20 rounds. You don't need it. Especially now that people aren't like ballooning everywhere and you're shooting people out of the sky all the time. It's a lot more grounded fights, so 60 rounds is more than enough. Then I pair that with what I think is the second best SMG, though people are arguing it is better than the C9, but I think it comes down to personal preference, and that is the KSV. On this compensator, long barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and the commando grip. Really, really nice build. Very little recoil. The long barrel increases that damage range, so you can win those gunfights at that little bit further range that sometimes you don't expect to get into with an SMG. But honestly, this thing shreds. It hits hard. 38 damage for a headshot, 36 to the body. And yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun with this paired with the Kilo. And then same setup, shock charges, but go for those gas grenades, of course. Then we've got some 8 attachment weapons. Now, I really like the Cypher, and it is just as good as it was last season, this season, though. People are seeming to overlook it for the AMAX and the Kilo, but you do need to go for the 8 attachment version. The 5 attachment version, for me, doesn't really work that well. Volscriv reflex, monolithic suppressor, gain twist barrel, for that, but to be honest, you can go for the reinforced, but it's 43 or 52, and I kind of like, yeah, reinforced barrel is definitely going to be the best one. I kind of made this switch very recently just for that extra damage range, just so I think sometimes damage fights at a distance just feels like you're shooting peas. That extra range really does help. Vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, commander grip, combat stock, and then the overpressured rounds. And now I'm just running a launcher because, you know, why not? Why not? Blow some cards up at a distance. It did happen to me the other day. It was quite painful. But in the Kilo 8 attachment build I've got, Volscriv reflex, monolithic suppressor, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, quick draw grip, combat stock, and then the overpressured rounds. The AMAX 8 attachment build that I run is the Volscriv reflex, compensator, reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, quick draw grip, combat stock, and the overpressured. Now, I run the 60 just because I'm not using it as a sniper support. I'm using it as my main long-range assault rifle, but you can, of course, go for the first mag if you want the kind of the classic look, because it does just give you a bit of better benefits of sprint fire and ADS. But 60 round, as I am running, tend to be only getting this if I've already got my SMG. Then I've got my battle ready class. Everyone should have this. There are not enough plates. There are not enough munitions boxes around, so this will just allow you to be able to carry that kind of munitions crate, utility box, sorry, for your squad so you can replenish in the late game. Also, when that last loadout comes in, means you can stock up if and when you need to. And then I just pair that with the AMAX that we saw, or sorry, my SMG. So if I get my 8 attachment assault rifle, I then can grab this and get my get a utility box at the same time if we're buying 2 loadouts. Then we've got a Kilo sniper support, very much like the AK47 that we looked at earlier. Kepler microflex, reinforced barrel, the extended mag 1, CQB grip, and the infiltrator stock. And I pair that with that gorgeous HDR. Honestly, I've never been a great sniper, but I've been having so much fun with this. And then finally, we've got our 8 attachment C9, which you can get, which you don't really get that often. It's not as big of an improvement compared to a 5 attachment assault rifle to an 8 attachment assault rifle. But if there's an extra loadout going and you just want to grab it, it's worth doing. Compensator, reinforced barrel, range of foregrip, extended mag 2, ergonomic grip, balance stock, fast motion laser, and then recoil springs. I hope these loadouts help you out and you get tons of wins. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.